Unscripted.
It seems like the closer we get to the actual launch of next generation consoles, the more information comes out, and sometimes stuff leaks out or comes out that maybe they didn't want you to actually know about, which is good news for us. I absolutely love speculation. I love rumors. I love these type of things. These are some of the things that really are a lot more fun to talk about than what's actually coming for the most part. I mean, I'm excited for everything that's coming, but at the end of the day, isn't it fun to sort of speculate about some of this stuff too? I can remember a lot of the speculation really just comes down to things that haven't been announced yet or confirmed yet, but I will say keep all speculation with a grain of salt. You know, rumors and stuff like that, you have to sort of keep those in check. You can't just go run wild with them. So I always tell everybody to take those with a grain of salt, and nothing's confirmed until these companies actually confirm them, and that's super important for people to actually go out and sort of remember as we go forward into next generation. Although I will say a lot of the stuff that we've done videos on, and a lot of stuff that other people have done videos on about the PlayStation 5 ended up being pretty true and pretty right on. A lot of these things just happen to be it's just hard to keep a lot of these things sort of hidden any longer. I just got to be honest, because the main thing that I've noticed is that with the pandemic going on and things like that, it's made it very difficult to actually go out there and sort of showcase anything and keep anything hidden from the public. And I got to say, that's good in a way, but that's also bad in a way, because we don't get as many sort of secrets and little hidden things and things like that, which, depends on how you feel. Like, I personally like to be surprised, but at the same time, it's not really something that that it's like, oh my gosh, if I'm not surprised, I hate it, so yeah. That's my thought anyway. But this is pretty interesting stuff, and I'm looking forward to getting into it with you guys. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you're looking for a way to help out a small channel like mine, a simple like goes an extremely long way. It's completely free for you, and it means everything to me. So I put a lot of work and effort into these videos, and a simple like is all I ask. And honestly, I don't really think like that's too much to ask, honestly. Just if you watch the stuff, please just like it. That's all I'm asking. You can also consider subscribing, share it out, all that good stuff. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You are fantastic people, and you mean everything to me. I've really appreciated the interactions lately with you guys, so thank you so much for all of that stuff. With that being said, I want to jump right into what we're talking about, because there's a couple things that I wanted to cover here. And one of the things that I kind of wanted to cover was, there's all these things that happen to nowadays. The reason why there's so many leaks, obviously, yes, there's the whole pandemic thing, and it makes it easier to sort of find stuff out. But there's also these things where you have to file trademarks for everything. You have to kind of get your ducks in a row before you can do anything. And so with that being said, it's very much a problem, because these things come out. You have to officially sign up, right? Like when you're about to purchase a studio, for instance, a lot of that stuff leaks ahead of time, because you have to sign a right, of ownership and stuff like that. So you have to actually put that paperwork in ahead of time. That's why a lot of that stuff leaked. Now, when it comes to technology and stuff like that, again, there's patents and there's all that kind of stuff, because you can't just put something up and not patented, otherwise somebody else can take it and actually claim they invented it. I mean, that's just how things go. So this is very interesting going forward, because Sony Interactive Entertainment trademarked Soho engine in Europe, and you might go, well, what does that mean to me? Well, again, content is king, okay? So Sony Interactive Entertainment has trademarked the Soho engine in Europe. It was actually found by Gamatsu, and it doesn't really have any detail about what it is or what it's used for, but it does sound like it could be a new engine developed internally, such as for the action-adventure PS5 title Visual Arts is working on, or it could be the title of a new game being developed by a member of PlayStation Studios, either first or second party partner. Right now there's not a ton to go on, but there's quite a bit of speculation as to what it could be. Sony has many studios, a number of which are working on new titles, but this could also be a brand new technology, piece of technology. The other possibility is that this is the new Sony Japan Studios rumored sci-fi adventure Race Base, which started life as a PS4 titles and eventually leapt to next gen. So anyway you look at it, content is king, and a lot of people are sort of talking about what this could potentially mean. Obviously, it's a reference to Could be a reference to Team Soho, the British studio that created The Getaway. There's been lots of rumors that a Getaway reboot is actually coming, and that is something that we could be seeing sooner rather than later. And I think that would be a smart move. Listen, I'm all for bringing back classic franchises. I think Sony absolutely know how to, how to get people excited for the future, and how to get people excited about what's coming. And again, I think that that's something that Sony has really excelled at, especially with the PlayStation 5. I mean, let's be real. The PlayStation 5 honestly sounds like it's going to completely destroy the Xbox Series X, and I feel like a lot of people just kind of just forgetting that. You know what I mean? Sony has just done an incredible job of going out there and just absolutely crushing every point and counterpoint that Microsoft has made. I'm not saying that Microsoft hasn't done a decent job out there, because they've done what they could, but at the end of the day, Sony is a worldwide brand that absolutely seemingly has so much more going for it than Xbox does. And again, I want to take too much out on Xbox, because I think Xbox is fine for what it is. Xbox is, does its thing, and they've rebounded quite well from the earlier days and things like that. But at the end of the day, they still have this problem where they're not as widely accepted or widely as looked at as a gaming competitor the way that Sony is. And I think that's really good for Sony, and I think that's really bad for Microsoft. At the end of the day, I do feel like these companies are kind of going to do what they want to do anyway. But at the same time, I also feel like it really comes down to like the content and stuff like that. So the content is what matters most. And at the end of the day, if you don't have the content, then what do you really have? And I feel like that's something that has been a huge problem for Microsoft, and will continue to be a problem for Microsoft as well. So you can imagine the Getaway on the PlayStation 5, or it could be something to do with the new game engine. Like we don't really know, and I think that's the most exciting thing. But like the other things that we do know is that Sony are working on different things. We have that Kojima Productions is also working on something brand new that was confirmed as well. Also, Ghost of Tsushima 2 in development. Like, there's a lot of stuff right now in development and being talked about that's doing an incredible job. And again, Sony's like really kind of doing and picking and choosing the right things to do. Even a strategic creative partnership with Travis Scott to promote the PlayStation 5, who's very popular. He's got a McDonald's meal and stuff like that. Like, I don't really know much about it. I'm not hip, so I'm not really with it, quote unquote. But I mean, I guess this is a pretty big deal. I remember his name being there. He did something with Fortnite that was pretty popular. Like, I think he's a musician. So. Okay, so yeah, here's an article about it. Even if you're not into the current rap scene, no doubt you probably heard the name Travis Scott by now. He's seemingly been everywhere. Created an incredible brand. Now it seems like him and Sony are joining together to promote the PlayStation 5. As announced on the official PlayStation blog, it seems that Sony and Scott and his Cactus Jack brand have entered into a creative partnership for promotion of the upcoming console. It's not entirely clear what it entails, but alongside the announcement came a video, which of course I will link in this as well. It's a reference to an old commercial that I imagine a lot of people probably don't understand, I guess, but it's going to be used as a promotion for the new console and things like that. So Sony are definitely, they're not resting on their laurels, and I think that's super awesome for them to do. Like, if you think about it, they could have just easily just sat there and went, we're good. We absolutely kicked everybody's butt this generation. Let's go ahead and take it easy. But instead, they're going the complete opposite direction, and I absolutely love that and think that they've done a fantastic job at really appealing to, not only their core audience of what they already had, but, other audiences as well, because I feel like that's super important going forward as well. You got to be able to draw in more than just your normal standard audience, and thank goodness they've been able to really kind of accomplish that. And, at the end of the day, I do feel like that's something that they'll be able to sort of hang their hat on at the end of this upcoming next generation. Like, again, it really comes down to the content. If they do have a new Getaway coming, there's rumors that Uncharted is going to make a comeback. Naughty Dog has a new IP There's just so much going on with the content creation. There's rumors of SOCOM, Silent Hill, all kinds of stuff. And again, I get that rumors are just rumors, but if Xbox fans can be excited for games supposedly coming, 5-6 years from now, like the next Elder Scrolls, I think PlayStation fans can be excited about stuff that's going to be coming even sooner than that, because thankfully Sony's developers know how to work and know how to, actually go out there and put their best foot forward and do a good job at an efficient job at getting things done at a pretty decent time frame. So I'm going to link all this stuff in the description below, so fret not about that. You can peruse that at your own personal leisure, and you can let me know what you think about it on PSN. My PSN is Crapgamer. You can hit me up on Xbox Live, MOH space Crapgamer, or Twitter at @_Crapgamer, and I try to respond to everybody, so just give me a little bit of time. Usually pretty quick turnaround though. So with that being said, please like the video, take a minute to consider subscribing and all that jazz. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Take care of one another. Have a great evening. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.